Alright, y'all, I just picked some pears out the backyard. I'm gonna can them. First time. Excited. I want to show you guys before I get too far. I've got my hot water bath going. It needs to be heating up. Once it goes boiling, then you just cut it down to simmer because you want it to be hot when you put your jars in there. I've got my jars washed and sanitized. They're in the oven at 170. They'll stay in here. I've got this already full of water. I got 6 cups of water. I'm gonna put 1.5 cups of sugar for my syrup mixture. Okay, so you're gonna chop the ends off the pears. It makes it easier to work with, and then you're gonna peel them like you would do a potato. And then once you peel them, and then you're just gonna slice them around the core. Pears are hard, guys, so make sure your knife is sharp. And then I'm just cutting them up like this because we like pear sticks, are delicious. And then I'm putting them in my water solution that's got the 1/3 cup of lemon juice in them. Now I'm not really sure how many pears or how many quarts I'm going to get out of the pears that I have, so I am just starting the syrup mixture with that calls for 1 cup of sugar to 6 cups of water. So I've got 8 cups of water over there, and I'm going to do 1.5 cups once I get most of my pears cut up. That way it'll be hot and ready. And then I think I'm just going to raw pack the pears. You can do both. Either way, you can like cook the pears a little bit more in the syrup sauce that you're making, or you can just pack them in the quart and then pour the sauce over it. So I think I'm going to do that. This is going to be a lot easier. So stay tuned. Oh, takes a lot of pears. I only processed enough for 4 quarts. I want to say it was like 30 something small to medium sized pears. And so I'm fixing to fill them with the bubbly syrupy stuff we made. Leaving a 1/2 inch headspace for the liquid. Excited. Alright, y'all. I got them all packed. Wiped my jar tops cleaned. Put my sanitized lids on. They are ready to go in my hot water bath canner. Water's ready, simmer. You don't want to boil in while you put it in there. Okay? Hey y'all, tip, use this, put it into your canner so you don't burn yourself, because that water is hot. You got to make sure that your water is above your jars, like 2 inches for safe canning. If it just, your recipe may tell you different, but most of what I've seen is about 2 inches, 1 to 2 inches above it. And then you got to wait for this to come to a boil, and then you cover it. We'll cook these pints at 25 minutes after it comes up to the boil. Then we'll cover it and then set our timer for 25 minutes. Exciting! A couple things that I just want to reflect on while I'm waiting for that to come up to boil. Processing pears is a lot of work for each quart, so I did a lot of processing for 4 quarts. There's a lot of extra steps because you want it to soak in that lemon water to keep it from turning brown and going bad. And then you want to create your sauce, your syrupy. It's just a water and sugar. So it's just a lot of work for a quart, for each quart. So let that soak in. If you just know if you really want some pears. Here's a tip that I actually just remembered from my last year water bath canning. I cover my pot and just keep an eye on it to see when it starts boiling, to then do my timer, because it takes forever to get that big old pot of water to boil. So I just covered it. Let's see how long it takes me. Ooh. Got our bowl, guys. Took about 20 minutes, so I'm gonna set my timer for 25 minutes now. Yay! Alright, my time is up. Now I'm going to turn off my heat, set my timer for 5 minutes, let it cool on down, and then we'll transfer to the counter. Alright guys, they're all done. Got them out to sit for 12 to 14 hours. Remember, they're going to be hot and boiling. Don't touch them. You just want to listen for that pop. Check back on them, see if they sealed.